Reid Anderegg is our friend who we're doing this for. So Reid has fallen ill, and I wanted to do this $5 handout deal to kind of honor him and to show him this video. And the story that he told me a couple weeks ago when he called me and told me that things weren't going too well was that every year at Christmas and New Year's he would take $300 out of his cash account for his business, and he would drive around Charleston and just give out $5 bills to people, and to any type of person, any walk of life, just drive around, and he would give the money out and said, that you wouldn't believe the response. Yeah, and he said that, people would just they'd be so happy just to get $5 and, to use for whatever they want. So today I wanted to do this for Reid and give out $5 bills with Lachlan on his behalf. Let's see, that was 2002. I'm not sure when I actually started, and that was really working under Lachlan and under Reid Anderegg. And that was probably, I don't know, maybe spring of early summer. Yep, and then that's when I really started spending a lot of time with Lachlan and spending a lot of time with Reid, and really, becoming good friends with Reid. We're giving it to everybody. Okay.
I maybe should then.
Yeah, he's sick, and so we're making a video and we're just doing it on his behalf. He does it every Christmas and New Year's. His name is Reid Anderegg.
All right, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Buy a cup of coffee. It's cold.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
John Holt.
John Holt. I'm Jackie.
Nice to meet you, Jackie. Thank you. Here, I have a gift for you from a friend of mine who's sick. He's very sick, and every year he goes around and he helps people out and gives them money. And take care. We have a gift for you from a friend of mine who's sick, and every year at the holidays, he gives a, here you go. Yeah, it's for you. You buy a cup of coffee, you do whatever. It's just a gift from a friend. So every year at the holidays, he gives out money to people as a gift. So that's on behalf of my friend Reid Anderegg. So that's from Reid. Thank you, man. Around the holidays, he always gives out money. His name is Reid Anderegg, and he's sick. And so have a happy New Year, and that's from my friend Reid. Have a good one, man. Bless you. And every year at the holidays, he gives money out to people, just anybody and everybody. And this is on behalf of Reid Anderegg, who's a friend of mine. So, yeah, enjoy. I'm John. What's your name? Dwayne. This time. So, just. Oh, really? Here, there's more. That's from Reid. That's from Reid Anderegg. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours, and he does it every year at the holidays. So,
wow.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
You got it. Enjoy, man. Have a good one. Yeah, man. You got it. No problem. Thought it was awesome. I think a lot of people were super appreciative. The guy who I ran into in Marion Square really had a very interesting and long story. Had a divorce, broke up with his girl, came here from Florida, tried to lock down a job. He's had a hard time finding a job, and he's trying to get into this shelter. So he's been, homeless for 3 weeks, and I gave him $10, and he was crying, and then asked me to tell me some of my own story and why I was doing it. And I told him about, our good friend Reid Anderegg, and just said some of his Reid situation, and then he started crying, and he said, "Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you doing this. I'd like to be able to share things and money with people someday that need it too." And he said, he told me that he was an addict, and he had beer. He had a large cup of beer, and he said it's really hard for him to get along because he's an addict. So it was interesting.
Well, let's see. We went to the homeless shelter and around King Street and Marion Square and Upper Meeting and Upper King, and this was John's idea, and I think it's a great way to honor Reid, and he's a special person, and has been a special friend to both of us. This type of person Reid is, and he didn't talk about this. This is something he didn't really talk about until recently, and just thankful for John to think of this, and thankful to have this opportunity to do this for Reid. And we told everybody today who this was from, and a lot of people asked me a little bit about him, and maybe we can continue to do this in the future for Reid.
A very touching moment, and all of this is on behalf of Reid Anderegg, and a story that he told me a couple weeks ago about him just driving around and giving people money and how it affected their lives. And his was pretty light story. It wasn't as heavy as this. He was just telling me about like giving people money, and they telling them to drink beer, and they're like, I'm going to get beer with this, and I'm stopping at the bar, and they're but he said some people it really did affect their lives, even though it's such a small amount of money, but they were appreciative, and I think we saw that today for sure.